It is us, and I'm so excited. I don't even know what to say because we're making
Let me tell you why we were actually, we got so deep into the conversation about tripe. Tripe is such by the way, that's what we're going to be cooking.
Yeah.
It's such a conversation starter, so much so that we didn't even know the cameras were on. So anyway, let me hand over to Rob.
Enter the man who is still trying to figure out how they haven't come up with this idea in the first place a little bit longer than right now, but I'm celebrating it nonetheless. So I'm wanting you to indulge in nostalgia with Woolies' latest innovation. We're talking about slow-cooked ox tripe. Yes, bring it on. Now, all you have to do is add your own flavors and serve it. It's as simple as that. Now, Chef Clem is ready to craft a delicious and hassle-free tripe and butter bean curry, which is a great nostalgic meal for Mother's Day too. So if you're looking for some more inspiration, we got you covered, Mzansi. Now, Clem, let's get out of our conversation. Let's get into action mode.
And bring you into the conversation.
Yeah.
What I was telling Raul, which is something that's so important, the reason I'm so obsessed with this product is I grew up eating tripe and I am obsessed with tripe. The first recipe book Megan, as I said, Megan, my wife, ever bought me was a book called The Book of Tripe, which is all about just offal and like how, as just a human being, how to make the most out of offal. And I'm obsessed with it. I've had it, I can't tell you, I think the first time I had it ever and was part of the process of making it, I was 9 years old, right? And it was a day and a half actually, where the first thing was to clean the tripe.
Yeah.
That alone was a process. And then you soak the tripe with like onions and a little bit of bay leaves as well. And then it's the cooking, and that takes hours. So every time, and I get the craving for tripe. Again, I grew up with it, so it's like it takes me right back to my childhood. Every time I want to have it, I know I'm going to block out a few days in my diary
just to
for
prepare
it.
Yeah.
So when Woolies, and I'm telling you, I nearly cried when they told me they started to work on this. When Woolies came out with slow-cooked tripe that's been cooked already.
Wait, has this been... Are you saying they've done the preparation work?
They've cleaned it. They've cleaned it. All that preparation happens beforehand, and then they've cooked it for hours. And here's what I love. When they cooked it, all they did was salt, pepper, onions, and stock. They kept it so plain.
And that's why Mzansi wants it.
And that's why Mzansi wants it. But, you know, and again, we spoke earlier about how throughout the country, people have different traditions and ways they eat food. So whenever I've had tripe, I've always had it in a curry. So let's get started with the curry. But first thing, let me show you what it actually looks like. So this is the packaging, right? Inside the packaging is a bag. And inside that bag is this beautiful tripe. And you can see the stock, you can see the sauce, everything's happening in there. So someone's gonna come in now, I'm gonna get my onions. It is so delicious and gelatinous. The protein's amazing, but the flavor, there's nothing else like it. It is so unique. So I'm going to show you what I do with it. Okay, swap sides.
I'm so excited for this because, again, can I just talk about the fact that we're also getting something brothy in here?
Yeah.
We're talking about good nutrition coming through, not only from the protein of the meat and everything else that we're using here, but like you said, the collagen factor that's coming through. We're talking about type 2 collagen, not just type 1.
I didn't even know they have types.
Not just your skin, but also your joints as well. So come through with the nutrition. Thank you very much. Let's get it started, Clem.
So what we're going to do is we've got onions in the pan, and you can keep everything nice and chunky if you want. Remember, we're not going to spend hours in the kitchen anymore.
Because we don't need to.
We don't need to. I've literally made this whole recipe from beginning to end in half an hour. And again, tripe curry in half an hour, it's never been done.
That's unheard of, actually.
It's never been done. And the thing is, so many South Africans are coming out and just being like, where has this been? And it's weird. It's not just from like little dots on the country. It's the whole country. People are coming forward and saying, this is amazing. And they're coming through with their stories. And people have stories about like their childhood and tripe. And we in such a 2024 is all about just being nostalgic and just like going back to basics.
Yeah.
Woolies got the brief. They got the memo. And they came through. And it's amazing. South Africa's talking about, whether you like it or not, people are talking about it. So, onions go in. We're going to hit it with some curry leaves, my absolute favorite. The whole tree. The whole tree goes in.
Whole tree, get it in
We're
there.
going to go in with Woolies masala paste. Again, we were talking about convenience. We're going to make this really quick. Masala paste goes in.
And am I right in saying that this is one of your versions, the way you like it? Again, Woolies are giving us the option to deviate and go whichever way we like.
Make it your own,
They took all the hard work out the way and allowed you to just bring in your creation, bring in your authenticity and those subtle nuances you spoke about that brings about that this is my family tradition.
This is,
I love that.
And it makes people so proud to go on like social media and be like, Woolies love that. Here's how my family made it. And then immediately the next story is my dad, or my mom, or my uncle, or aunt, whatever. So it's amazing.
Oh, I love that.
Very quickly.
What's happening happening here?
Garlic, ginger, turmeric went in, curry paste went in, the onions are in, salt, pepper, curry leaves.
All right.
To that, we're going to add a little bit of stock, right? Once all of this cooks down, so we're going to fast forward now, right, a bit. Imagine this is all cooked down. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it because I want you to have it right. You want your onions to be soft, soft, soft. You're going to add your stock. Once
you
it
need
gets down,
stock with so much flavor.
you don't actually. I was about to
though.
say now.
Yeah.
There's so much flavor. Just add water, and once the onions are soft, you add it all in. That's it.
No,
and it blows my
can't be,
mind
bro.
because it's the first time in South Africa I can actually say once that's in, you're done. Ryle,
What?
it is so delicious. I don't know. You can serve it with rice, serve it with amagwinya, dombolo. It is so amazing.
I have to interrupt you. Are you sure it's done?
It's done.
Like, bro, Tripe takes forever.
It's done. I promise you, it is so good, mind-blowing. Check it out in stores now. I'm taking this one home, by the way.
He's taking this one
It
home.
is so good. But
you
Rob,
can see this man is so passionate. Obviously, you can get it at woolworths.co.za. And for all the Tripe lovers out there, say no more. We have answered your prayers and made everything that much easier. So I hope you absolutely loved it. And again, a reminder, you can get this curry recipe as well on woolworths.co.za. You can shop all these ingredients and more at Woolworths. And it's available in-store, online, and on the app. Plus, it gets even better because you can get 20% off selected appliances until the 12th of May. That's 2024. And it's available in-store, online, and of course on the app. With that, all I can say is get your Tripe on, people, and enjoy. You can be proud of this one. All right, we really got to win it here. I'm taking the rest of it. Cheers.